Hey guys, this is Doug with fellowshipofthemartyrs.com. I have been hearing from a lot of people that it's just a really heavy time and the Lord's really got them separated unto Himself and just praying. And um, most of the intercessors, the real true intercessors that I know, are just getting pounded on and really travailing and crying. For me, the last month or so, there's been this scream coming deep down out of my chest that I can hear all the time and occasionally makes its way out uh, through my mouth, but um, it's just ever present, and um, it's the kind of scream a kid makes when they need a parent to come running with bandages, when they need not like I need attention, but more like I think I cut my arm off. I have no idea what to do now. Dad, get here right now, kind of a scream. Um, the kind of scream your kid makes where you know that you probably need to call 911 and then go check on him. Uh, I have been 2 days now, in most little bit of spare time that I have, um, watching videos of soldiers coming home and surprising their families. There's some really beautiful ones on YouTube, whole channels dedicated to that. Um, maybe that's as close as I can find on video to um, what it's supposed to be like when we see Jesus. I find myself crying out for him to come home, for us to go there, for him to come here. I don't really care which. Just a desperation to see him walking down the hall, walking down the terminal at the airport, walking into the gym at my high school or whatever, and me running towards him, throwing myself in his arms, wrapping my legs around him, bawling into his neck. And I posted a video up on Facebook, just a beautiful reaction of this little girl who is surprised, goes in maybe I'll post it here. Fair use and stuff. I don't. I'm. It's a beautiful thing, and I think it'd probably be okay to post it. I can't imagine somebody's going to fuss about it, and fair use laws and all being what they are. But she goes through. Oh, something interesting is happening. To, is that really him? Is it really him? Really? Is it really him? Oh my gosh, it's him. What do I do? Can I? And then running to him and throwing herself in his arms, all in this little moment of time. And little girls are so transparent, and you can just watch it all happen on her face. And I wonder sometimes, of all the Christians I know, all the people that say they're Christians, all the people that say they're Christians on YouTube, how many of them know him? How many will recognize him? How many will see him at a distance and say, "That's my Jesus"? That's my Jesus. And rush headlong and throw themselves at him and cry on his chest. How many of them wouldn't recognize him at all? Have never heard his voice, have never seen his face, think he's something else altogether. How many of them are in relationship with the Bible and not Jesus? How many of them are in relationship with some Jesus they made up that looks more like Joseph Smith or Ellen G. White or something else? How many of them are in love with a Jesus that looks just like them? So I'm going to insert this clip right here.
Hi, my name is Hannah Eschrick. I'm 10 years old and I go to Randolph Elementary School. My dad, Master Sergeant Joe Myers, is in Iraq right now.
Come here. I hope you cried. I hope my reaction to seeing Jesus is something like that. I hope your reaction is something like that. There's some macho, bravado, whatever piece of me that wants to believe that my reaction to seeing him coming back will be, right on, show me a sword, let's go Jesus, let's go take on the enemy. And there's a bigger side of me that expects that at the point when he comes back, I will be so tired and helpless and beaten down and so much like a little girl that I will just open my mouth wide and bawl, put my hands over my mouth and just be so glad it's him and rush into his arms. If the bride of Christ loved him like that, if this thing we call church loved him like that little girl loves her daddy, would we have all of the fighting? Would we have organs and stained glass and distractions? Would we just talk about him? Would we put up with? My goal most times is to get people focused on the big picture, on the long term, on the moments in time that matter. Christmas doesn't matter. Whatever presents are under the tree are going to break, are going to run out of batteries, are going to be stolen or given away or outgrown or whatever. The moments that matter are what's going to happen when you stand before a righteous judge. What's going to happen when you see Jesus? What's going to happen when he comes back on a white horse with a sword out of his mouth? What's going to happen when the Mount of Olives splits in half and he says the sheep go that way, the goats go that way? Which way are you going to go? The moments that matter are the one right before your last heartbeat. Do you have confidence and peace, serenity, assurance, or do you panic? Something to think about. Love you all. Come here.